Iowa State, leading Lehigh University at the moment. At 167, Kevin Jackson, who has won 19 out of 20 for the Cyclones this season, from Lansing, Michigan.
Okay.
His opponent, Derek Brophy of Lehigh, 8-13-1, a freshman, Comac, New York. Once again, Larry Sheridan. Larry.
Okay, Lehigh wrestler in, getting a takedown. And leading 2-1, surprising a lot of people with that quick takedown, but immediately counter that situation, gets the takedown, brings it back into the match. Kevin Jackson, 19-1 on the season, ranked number 2 in the country at 167.
Go down.
Stuart Carter, you saw out there earlier, is ranked 4th, 158.
Get on.
So the big guns are coming out now.
Wrestle.
Of course, we didn't see Tim Krieger wrestle at 150. He's ranked number 1 at that weight class.
Watch your fingers.
3-3 on the board.
Davis, watch those fingers, all right? I don't want to hurt them. What? No, they were mixed up. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Interesting, Larry, we started this match. Now they're all back again. 2:15. I have to tell you what I was going to comment about there. It's only fair to I was going to say we started this match without having Jim Gibbons on the bench, because I'm so used to seeing Jim walking back and forth, and he was not doing that. He was just sitting calmly on the bench along with Ed Butnick, which is where he is now. I thought he was missing.
Center, get in the middle.
But he is on the
Brophy better be careful. If you walk in upright against a guy like Jackson, he'll just lateral drop you and kiss you goodnight. There's a way to break that double leg dive. You just stay over the top. I think if he works the shoulder out, we'll get it. We get a stalemate.
3-3
is the score.
He's entitled to do that.
Where was he entitled to do, Larry?
Over the top.
Oh, okay.
We've seen it earlier several times tonight, so it's nothing new. Permissible move to block a takedown. Jackson out of East Lansing High School. Was a redshirter last year. Did a fantastic job last year.
Brophy, as many of you know, has wrestled up as high as 190 this season.
Well, the thing you have to stay away from and be fooled at is when an opponent, when a wrestler comes in and does some of that so-called slapstick by pawing you in the head, is that you don't stand there. You move laterally. Because what he's doing is he's distracting you, then dives straight through and gets the takedown, and you can see that on the replay. But if you move laterally, you knock him off guard.
Easy!
Lifting his opponent, trying to kick the leg inside and then come up with a half Nelson in midair.
(5-4) the score.
Jackson's a transfer.
Kevin Jackson.
Wrestled originally at LSU, and then when LSU gave up wrestling, he transferred to Iowa State.
Period about to conclude. And Larry, as we end the period, let's take a look at that takedown you were describing a moment ago.
Okay, watch the little slapping in the face, and you just keep that up. If you stay in that position, which he did, then they dive underneath and drive straight into you. But if you start moving, when somebody starts pawing you in the head, go left, right, you're not a sitting target.
5-4, second period.
Kevin has really worked up a sweat. He's been only on the mat for 3 minutes.
Okay, still, get on.
Number 2 in the country, Amateur Wrestling News ranking.
Hold it, hold it. Caution. Wait for me. Get on.
Caution on the Cyclone grappler, jumping the gun. Midland stands up, breaks free. Has a 6-4 lead. Now there's that pushing in the face again.
Boy, I'll tell you, Larry,
See that?
it's not only is it that, but I tell you, he is hard to get a hold of.
There's what we were watching. They pick him up and leg trip him and put him right to his back from that situation right there.
Keep wrestling.
Brophy, smart enough not to get stuck in that, went to the inside to give up the takedown.
Bring him down.
Because once you go in that situation, Kevin Jackson, of course, was afforded the title as Amateur Wrestling News Freshman of the Year as he picks up another easy 2-point takedown and leads 10-5.
Work to the pin. Stay in. Break. Get off. Get down. Spit. What? Injury clock.
Spit.
All right. You're on injury time. You tell your style in the match. Let him spit. All right. Stop. Let's go.
You can't really take time out to spit, but if you do,
1 minute left.
it
this
goes
period.
against your injury time. And of course, he's wearing a mouth guard, and you got to look at that situation.
Skate.
Two-time national place winner out there, placed third in his freshman and sophomore seasons while wrestling for the LSU team. And a lot of people say, well, how can he wrestle if he transferred to LSU? Well, if the team gives up the sport, which LSU did, then you're immediately eligible to wrestle. But if you transfer for other reasons, then you must sit out a year. 6-10.
Stay on. Stay
There's the
on.
underhook again.
Easy. Stay on the middle.
10-6 lead for Kevin Jackson of Iowa State. Cyclones leading Lehigh 13-9 as we wrestle now at 167.
See that? That's pushed ahead, duck underneath. Brophy starts moving laterally. He's not going to be there the next time. There, he pulled back out, but he dives right in.
Time remaining in the second period. As Larry mentioned, the way you counter that move is what he's trying to do now, which is just hang on over the top.
But then when you get your shoulders to the mat, you could end up being pinned while not being taken down.
Third period coming up.
Choice, son.
Jackson leading 10-6.
What do you want? Down. Third period. What's up?
In all-time team championships and individual titles, Iowa State stands third in the country. With 7 team titles, the Cyclones trail Oklahoma State, 27. Iowa, 11. Also 47 individual titles. Incidentally, beside these 3 teams, there are only 2 colleges whose wrestlers have won more national crowns than those from Lehigh. 16 Lehigh men have won 22 titles. Iowa has won 38 and Michigan State 23.
Ironically, other than team sport, which Lehigh won the National Football title, Division 1 PAA or 1A a few years back, 10 years ago.
Right? Next time it's illegal.
The only
It's got to be below the midline.
individual national title was won by a tennis player. There's Jim Gibbons.
What's that? Get on.
Brophy now making the score 10-7. About a minute and 11 seconds time advantage favored for Kevin Jackson. Cyclone ducking underneath, going around that tight waist.
Stay in. Stalling. Right off the mat.
Stalling against Lehigh in that situation,
Stay in here, wrestle.
trying to get away from it. Referee felt he backed out of bounds.
Well, there was Brophy figured he had to do something unorthodox to try to pick up something. He totally missed it and ended up now trailing 12-8.
Watch the
As he
finger.
tried to take a swipe at a leg there that just was not present. And Kevin ends up with a hit in the eye, and we'll have a momentary time with 57 seconds to go.
You have contacts? You all right?
remind our local fans in the Lehigh Valley area of some major events. Lehigh Lafayette basketball live next Saturday, February 14, and then the EIWA championships on March 8, and the PIAA high school championships locally the following week on March 15.
Here comes that push to the face and the straight old leg dive again. Wow, right to his back and into that tight waist combination. 36 seconds.
Three, son. Three, nipple. Skate.
It's amazing that brophy even got up from that one, Larry.
Yeah.
That was just a tremendous move by Kevin Jackson. With 20 seconds to go.
Just take him down and let him up now. It's 21 to 10.
Easy, easy.
Lift here.
Easy.
Clear the...
This time Jackson looks for the 2 points, but they're too close to the end, and he doesn't get it. 6 seconds to go. On his way to a superior decision. He'll have 22 points on the board with the riding time.
21-10. 21-10.
It's
And he has
21.
time.
And time will make it 22.
So he's got the 12 points.
Okay, get on. Get on, quick.
Reset like that. Brophy tries.
Brophy does not get away. 5 points up on the board for the Cyclones. We'll take a look, Larry, at that final takedown. Just watch this move here.
He drives straight through. Now he's below the hip, so he goes up on top and whack right back.
Score now, Iowa State 18, Lehigh University 9. As we go now to one